Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great...
Chance for a shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Vitinha. Lee Kang-in, and it's Mendes. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Mayulu. Here's Vitinha. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Bernal, quarter of an hour played, and he's managed to get free. He's picked his way through. It's Lewandowski, and he has kept it out somehow.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Still goalless. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Lee Kang-in, and here's Doué. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mayulu takes a shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mayulu clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Doué plays it short. Opts to play it back. And a shot! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. And that's a dangerous ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski, played out towards the right wing.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Nuno Mendes plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paris Saint-Germain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the second half gets underway. Paris Saint-Germain carrying a 1-goal lead. Lee Kang-in, that's a good ball out wide. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's Rafinha! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Surely now! No, he didn't quite meet it right. He's found a way through. Gets his head on it! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Lewandowski. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Tries to thread one through. And he's picked it up out wide. Chooses to go back. Can he finish? The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. That has been slung wide. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Doué. Shoots!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Tacho with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides.
There's the shot! And it's come back out to him. Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when...
And that is that. Paris Saint-Germain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.